Am I wrong for refusing to bring my kids to my mom's house because of how her husband feels about children, including my autistic daughter? I'm posting this because I genuinely want to check myself. I don't want to act out of resentment, pride, or unresolved history. But I also feel very strongly that I'm doing what's right for my kids. My mom insists I'm tripping and punishing her, and that's making me second guess myself. This is complicated, so I'll try to explain everything clearly. Background: I'm married with 3 kids, 7, 6, and 2. My oldest daughter is autistic. My wife and I are very intentional about emotional safety, routines, and the environments our kids are in, especially for our daughter, who experiences and expresses emotions differently than neurotypical kids. My parents divorced years ago after my dad had a long-term affair. Around the same time my mom discovered he was continuing the relationship, she started dating the man she's now married to. From the beginning, my brother and I, and our spouses, felt the relationship was rushed and reactionary, more about not being alone than real compatibility. I expressed concern back then, not cruelly, but honestly. Fast forward to now. They're married, and over the years I've watched my mom carry most of the emotional and financial weight of the relationship. She works full-time in insurance and also drives Uber/Lyft early mornings, late nights, and weekends. Her husband works for the city but takes a lot of time off and spends heavily on personal interests. I'm not saying this to trash him, just to explain that there's a long pattern of my mom minimizing issues to keep peace and compensating for his shortcomings. His relationship with children. This is where my concern really lies. My mom's husband did not raise most of his own children. Struggles being around his own grandkids, becomes withdrawn, irritated, or overwhelmed when kids are present. Doesn't yell or abuse them, but clearly does not enjoy being around them. My mom openly acknowledges this and often says, he just struggles around kids. That alone is concerning, but it becomes much bigger when one of those kids is autistic. The incident: we're currently visiting Arizona for the holidays, and we're staying at my mom's house. One day, my wife stepped out for about 2 minutes to pick up food my mom ordered for the kids. I was working in the bedroom and briefly went to the bathroom. During that short window, my mom called my phone to say I needed to watch my kids because they were running around doing the most. What bothered me wasn't being asked to step in, it was I was physically in the house. Instead of coming to me, it was escalated immediately. The tone suggested chaos and urgency. When I came out, my kids were calm, one watching TV, one playing in the kitchen with Alexa, my 2-year-old sitting quietly on the stairs with a plush toy. Nothing loud, destructive, or unsafe. I still gathered them into the bedroom because I didn't want tension. Later, my mom explained this was part of an accumulation of things bothering her husband. The comment about my autistic daughter. This is where something broke for me. My mom told me her husband asked why we let our oldest daughter cry while watching a show. She explained that for her, crying isn't always distress. It's often empathy or emotional processing, which is common for her. His response was, "Wow, I don't know how they deal with that." That hit me hard. My daughter is not something to deal with. She is not a burden. She is not a stressor. She is our child. That comment told me exactly how he views children, especially neurodivergent ones, even if he never says it directly to them. What I didn't confront him. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't demand an apology. I simply told my mom we would move to her Airbnb instead of staying in the house. My reasoning was simple. I don't want my kids in an environment where their presence creates tension or discomfort, especially when kids can feel that even if it's never spoken. My mom's reaction. My mom is extremely upset and says, "I'm punishing her. I'm making this personal." This is really about my past issues with her husband. He doesn't treat the kids badly, so this isn't a good enough excuse. She keeps repeating that he's just uncomfortable around kids but doesn't act on it, so it shouldn't matter. To me, that feels incredibly dismissive. Kids don't need to be yelled at to feel unwanted. They sense tension. They internalize discomfort. They learn to shrink. And autistic kids feel this even more deeply. When I told her this is about my kids, she said that wasn't a good enough reason. That statement alone shook me. Where I'm stuck, I feel like I'm being gaslit into believing that unless someone is overtly cruel, I shouldn't intervene, even if my kids are clearly being tolerated instead of welcomed. I don't want to force my mom to choose between her husband and her grandkids. I just want to protect my kids' emotional safety. So I'm asking, am I wrong for setting this boundary? Am I overreacting by prioritizing emotional safety over intent? Is my mom minimizing something that actually matters psychologically for children? I'm open to honest feedback, and even if it challenges me, I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.